Beatrice is so stressed out she can't eat, and Eugenie fears she will have to cut ties with her parents forever to preserve her charity career. Welcome back to Royal Chronicles, where we bring you the most compelling stories from inside the palace walls. I'm so glad you're here with us today because what we're about to discuss is absolutely heartbreaking. Before we dive into today's shocking revelation, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single update on this developing story. And stay until the very end of this video because what I'm about to reveal about Eugenie's impossible choice will leave you speechless. Now, let's get straight into it. The breaking point. Behind the carefully curated photographs and the polished public appearances, Princess Beatrice is reportedly falling apart. According to sources close to the York family, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson has reached a breaking point that's affecting her physical health. We're hearing reports that Beatrice has become so consumed by stress that she's struggling to eat properly, a deeply concerning development that has those closest to her genuinely worried. But here's where this story takes an even darker turn. While Beatrice battles her personal crisis, her younger sister Princess Eugenie is facing what might be the most devastating decision of her life. Insiders suggest that Eugenie may have no choice but to completely sever ties with her parents to protect the charitable work she's poured her heart and soul into building. Let me say that again because it bears repeating. Eugenie may have to choose between her family and her life's purpose. The weight of a tarnished name. To understand how we got here, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the scandal that just won't go away. Prince Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein has cast a shadow so long and so dark that it's now threatening to destroy not just his reputation but the futures of his daughters. Beatrice and Eugenie didn't ask for any of this. They didn't choose their father's friends or his decisions. Yet here they are, paying the price every single day. And the toll it's taking is becoming impossible to hide. Think about it from Beatrice's perspective for just a moment. She's watched her father go from a working royal to essentially exiled from public life. She's seen her family dragged through the mud repeatedly in the press. She's had to navigate her own career and marriage while constantly being asked to answer for sins that aren't hers. The psychological weight of that is enormous, and now it's manifesting in physical symptoms that should alarm all of us. When stress becomes so overwhelming that it affects your ability to perform basic functions like eating, that's your body waving a red flag. That's your system saying it can't take any more. Eugenie's impossible choice. Now let's turn to Eugenie, because her situation might actually be even more heartbreaking. Unlike Beatrice, who has largely stayed out of the spotlight in recent years, Eugenie has been building something meaningful. She's been dedicating herself to causes she genuinely cares about, working with organizations that fight modern slavery and support sustainability initiatives. But here's the brutal reality she's facing. Those charities and organizations need to protect their own reputations. They need donors to feel confident supporting their work. And unfortunately, in today's climate, any association with Prince Andrew, even through his daughter, is becoming toxic. Sources suggest that Eugenie is being told, albeit diplomatically, that her continued close association with her father is becoming problematic, not because of anything she's done, but simply because of who her parent is. Can you imagine being put in that position? Being told that to continue the work you love, the work that gives your life meaning, you might need to publicly distance yourself from your own parents. The sisterly bond under strain. What makes this situation even more complex is that Beatrice and Eugenie have always been portrayed as an incredibly close unit. They've been each other's support system through everything. But now they're facing different pressures that are pulling them in different directions. Beatrice, overwhelmed and struggling, might need her family close more than ever. But Eugenie is being forced to consider whether staying close to her family means sacrificing everything she's worked to build independently. This isn't just about cutting ties with Andrew and Sarah. In the royal context, in the public eye, these things aren't so neatly compartmentalized. If Eugenie distances herself from her parents, what does that mean for her relationship with her sister? Can she be there for Beatrice while also maintaining the boundaries her career requires? The cruel irony. Here's what's particularly cruel about this entire situation. Both Beatrice and Eugenie have spent their adult lives trying to forge their own identities separate from their father's controversies. They've worked in professional careers, supported charitable causes, and tried to be productive members of society. They've done everything right, by conventional standards. And yet, none of it matters. The stain on their father's reputation is so pervasive that it threatens to invalidate every good thing they've tried to accomplish. It's following them no matter how far they run or how hard they work to distinguish themselves. What happens next? The questions facing these sisters are profound and painful. How do you honor your parents while also protecting your own future? How do you maintain family loyalty when that loyalty could cost you everything you've built? And how do you support a sister who's literally making herself sick with stress when you're facing your own impossible choices? There are no easy answers here, and that's what makes this story so tragic. These are two women who, by all accounts, are genuinely good people caught in circumstances completely beyond their control. They're collateral damage in a scandal they had nothing to do with, and now they're being forced to make choices that no one should have to make. As we watch this situation unfold, I think it's important to remember that behind the titles and the tabloid headlines are real human beings experiencing real pain. Beatrice's reported inability to eat isn't gossip, it's a medical crisis. Eugenie's potential decision to distance herself from her family isn't drama, it's tragedy. What do you think? Should Eugenie prioritize her charitable work even if it means cutting ties with her parents? And what can be done to help Beatrice through this incredibly difficult time? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And please, let's keep the discussion respectful. These sisters deserve our compassion, not our judgment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Royal Chronicles, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on this developing story. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.